Hey guys, Ryan here with another video, and we are playing the legendary Fire 1. The reason I call him legendary is because the game, I've played him twice before, and one of them that I put on YouTube, it got 1,700 views, so I'm really happy about that. Now, instead of playing G3 like I played last time, I'm going to try to spice it up. Let's play Bishop G5. This is more attacking. Now I chose this 5 minutes and 2 second increment because increments basically adds 2 seconds every move. So if you can see his clock, it's going down, but once he moves, it'll add 2 seconds to it. So basically, yeah, I'm trying to spice it up a bit, and I chose this 5 minutes and 2 second increment time control because I wanted to spicing things up, and I wanted to really explain my moves more. So I really want you to look at it in my perspective and just see how you see it. So I think that I'm going to go for an attack on the king side because it seems like he's going here and castling. Now, I want to go back because if he can't castle now because his pawn is threatened. So he has to move somewhere on the queen side, but it's actually pretty hard because his bishop is blocked in by his knight, and his pieces aren't really mobile. So I'm going to continue my attack on this side. I'm going to start with h4. So I want to play g4 and g5. Now h5. These are common types of positions. Now, I want my knight to go to d5. And I know that it's essential for him to move his knight somewhere. So now that he played h5, and I know that I want to go into d5, and it's essential for his knight to go somewhere to open up his pieces, I think that if I can remove this knight, say like he goes here, if I can remove this knight somehow, then I can go here without worrying about him taking. And because of h5, now this enables me to play the move bishop g5. So now if he plays something like knight e5, I can take and play knight d5. Now he played b5.
Friend departed.
This is kind of making his center open a bit, and I'm not sure. He hasn't castled yet. His position is precarious, and I think that I can try to launch an attack. Now, I'm not sure where to begin. Let's see our options. I can try to play e5, and once again, if he takes with his knight, I can try to take this knight. But once he takes with the d pawn, it's kind of problematic for me. So I know that I need to open up the position. So I'm going to give more firepower to my center with the move f4. So now I'm really threatening to play e5. Well, not really threatening, but it's lingering in the air. And also stuff like f5 is also possible. So f5 is actually what I'm going to do, because if I take this pawn and he takes back, my knight has this delicious square on e6 where it can go, and there's really no taking it out. So I think that it's actually a pretty good move. And say, okay, he goes b4. Now, there's an interesting idea of taking it, but after, say, he takes, my pawn takes, that pawn, his king takes, I don't really see a clear plan forward. So, for that reason, I'm going to have to pass on that idea, and I'm going to have to play knight d5. The reason I couldn't play another move was because this pawn is under attack. So if I play something like knight b1, his knight could easily take this pawn, and I wouldn't be in a good position. So I play here, and I give him a choice, whether to take with the bishop or the knight. And both of them give me this lovely square on c6, because after my pawn takes, this knight will have a deadly outpost on c6 where it attacks b4 and e7. So he's really faced with a tough decision. Also, once again, this f takes g6 move is lingering in the air, and his position isn't really easy to play. So I'm not sure what he'll do. Yeah. This b4 pawn is also precarious, so if worse comes to worse, I can at least pick that off. But I think that my position's actually pretty solid. So I hope you're enjoying this like more extensive analysis, and I don't know, I might start like a series of like it's not my own idea. I just saw a glimpse of it on this software. By the way, this is the Internet Chess Club. A lot of you've been asking me, and yeah, this is ICC, Internet Chess Club, as it's known. And yeah, so just to clear up, I saw this on ICC with NM, I think, Dan Heisman, where he takes a position from a GM tournament and looks at it for 20 minutes. Now, I can't see the videos because I have a Mac and I didn't download the correct, I didn't download Flash to be able to see it. But I think that's actually a pretty good idea. And I might not look at it for 20 minutes just because I'm not as experienced as him. But I really want you to like see how I'm looking at things. So yeah, this position's actually quite interesting. Now his knight has 2 outposts on c5 and e5, but once I take this pawn, I'll have an outpost on c6 and e6. So the c6 outpost looks so juicy and nice, but I might have to pass. Now you might be wondering why. Because of this move, bishop d3. This is not only reinforcing the attack on this g6 pawn, but also keeps my tabs open. So not only do I have to go here, I can also think about sinking my teeth into e6 for once. So he has a variety of interesting moves, namely like knight c5 and knight e5. He really has to get his knight into the game, or else, you know, f6 is also lingering. You know what? I should have played f6 here. f6 would be a devastating move. After bishop f8, something just like after f6, bishop f8, knight c6, not only can he castle, but this pawn is crashing down. So I think that would have been an improvement, f6, because he can't take because of this pin. So I play queen b6, and now I can play f6, the move I've been waiting for. So yes, f6 is smashing move. Now he had to take, or else when the bishop comes back, I just take this pawn. After his bishop takes, he's getting destroyed, namely because he didn't castle. But so now I have to take. His bishop's going to take back, and I didn't see that. Kudos to him. I did not see that. We're just going to have to play this out though, because I still do have chances. I have this threat here on e7, and also if he takes this knight, a bishop b5 check, and I'm going to take his queen after, and it would be a different story. But as I said, this outpost on c6 looks really nice, and I'm actually going to sink my teeth into it. So he takes, and now I've actually lessened the material considerably, and I actually have a pretty good position here. After I take this pawn, my position's pretty good. I'm going to snatch this pawn off. Now I have a monster of an F pawn, and things are looking up for me. I'm trying to cut it on the actually. I've been noticing I'm saying that a lot these days. But so he grabs my pawn off. I have to bring my king to shelter because I don't want these checks lingering in the air. He's trying to do something with that pawn. Seems pretty scary, but I'm going to play rook g7 and do stuff with the pawn on my own. f7. This is basically a pawn race. Whoever can get their pawn fastest. But I think rook g8 is a devastating threat, and he can't stop it unless he plays queen d5. Now, once he plays queen d5, oh, he didn't play that. Okay. He's probably thinking of moving his king over. So
check.
I'm going to give a check, and I'm going to have to move my rook away, I guess.
Time warning.
Getting low on time. Okay, yeah, I'm moving my rook away. Now he can take, but I take his rook, and I'm attacking this pawn. I think that's what he has to do, or else I'm promoting next move. So he has to take this. He's also getting low on time, as you can see, and that's a flag. Okay, so nice game. Yeah, pretty interesting game. Kudos to him because I did not see this move, but that's basically how he mounts a comeback. Queen takes d4 is non-existent because bishop e5. And yeah, that's how you mount a comeback. I think e5 is the best move here. According to computer evaluation, I'm dead. But yeah, it's really how you gotta mount a comeback. Never lose hope, and you know you can always do it. Now I had a completely winning position here, and maybe if I just played knight c6, my position would have been much better. Yeah, plus 2.24. That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Okay. So, yeah, this is a much better game. But, yeah, that's how you mount a comeback. And, yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, leave a comment down below what you want to see in the future. Like it, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.